I'm Lauren, and today I'm going to share a quick core workout that you can do using a yoga block. So, for most of the exercises, you're only going to need one block, and then we're going to do one thing at the end where you'll need two blocks. So, if you only have one block, still plenty of stuff for you to do. If you have two, then we got a little extra something going on at the end. So we're going to start laying down on our back with just one yoga block. Now, one thing to think about is that if you have a heavier yoga block, like a really dense foam block or a cork block, this will make it a little harder. So that could be a way to challenge yourself, or also maybe you don't need something that heavy. Something to think about. And otherwise, we're just going to lay down and grab a block. So with my block, I'm going to start with both my knees up. And here I've got my knees over my hips and my shins parallel to the ground. I'm not trying to super tuck and flatten my low back. I want to be a little more neutral. So when I say neutral, I mean I want my hip bones and my pubic bone to be on the same plane. And I might not be pressing my low back down into the ground. Make sure your ribs aren't popping way up like this. Think about pulling the front of your rib cage down towards your hip bones, and you should feel the back of your ribs on the ground. Block is going to go at the top of the thighs. Hands are going to go on the block. And we're going to take a deep breath. As we exhale, we're going to press our knees into the block and press our hands into the block. We're going to hold this for a count of 10. So deep breath in, exhale and push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're going to do that one more time. I'm going to talk just a little bit about what I want you to be thinking about here while you're holding. So I want you to think about trying to make your belly tight rather than letting your belly bulge. So you could imagine if you are wearing a wet t-shirt, you're trying to pull your skin away from your shirt. You could also think about trying to pull your skin away from your waistband, whatever kind of makes sense to you. But we want to be aware of that sense of pressure and bulging out. And as much as you can, try not to go there. And think about this tightness like you're trying to pull your belly button up towards your ribs. So we're going to do one more time. The exhale should help with those things. So try to exhale for the whole count of 10. Deep breath in, exhale, push, and now we're thinking about tightening the belly, belly button pulling towards ribs, trying to keep the belly from bulging, and we're just going to hold 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so now I'm going to keep the block, and I'm going to put it just on one leg, and I'm going to squeeze the block with my elbow. So you have options here. You can keep your head down onto the ground, or opposite arm and leg are going to go in and out like this. So either head stays down, or you can curl up and kind of put your hand on the back of your head, and we're going to tap elbow and knee 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking about all that same stuff with my belly here. This is 6. So still trying to stay tight, still trying to stay flat. 2 more. Whew. And now we get to switch sides. So again, on this side, choose whether or not you want your head up or down. I'm going to bring my head up. I'm letting my hand rest on the back of my head. I'm pushing with my elbow and knee and tapping 1, 2, 3, 4. You can exhale as you reach your arm and leg away. This is 8. 2 more. Last one. And rest. Whew, that was fun. All right. So now we're going to keep working with a similar pattern, but now our legs are going to go straight up, or as close to straight as you can get them. I'm going to put the block up so it's on one shin, and my opposite hand is going to push. Now, again, we have that same option to keep the head down or up. So if you tend to feel a lot of strain in your neck when you're doing ab stuff with your head off the ground, maybe it's better to keep your head down. That's totally fine. Or you can curl up. And now, opposite arm and leg are going to come in and reach. We're doing 10. I'm keeping that pressure between my still leg and hand the whole time. This is 5. My head is looking towards my belly or my legs. This is 7. 2 more. And take a rest. And then we get to do the other side. So that sense of tightening through the belly, that drawing up through the belly button, we want to maintain that for all abdominal exercises, in case that wasn't clear. And then we'll do the other side. So hand and leg are pushing. I'm curled up and reaching away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, exhaling as you reach. 6, 7, 8. Look for the belly. 9. 1 more. 10. All right. So now block is going to go between the feet. And I like it this long way, but you can have it whatever feels best. If you want it a little narrower, that's totally fine too. You can also put it between your shins or your knees, especially if you feel uncomfortable straightening your legs all the way up to the ceiling. You might feel better with the block a little lower on your leg with your knees a little soft. So again, whatever works for your body is totally fine. I'm going to put it between my feet. I'm going to start with my head down, and I'm going to exhale. I'm going to lower my legs as low as I can until my belly starts to bulge. All right? So notice that when my belly bulged, my back started to lift. We definitely don't want to go that low. So for this, you might want to keep your low back kind of flat onto the ground, and you're only going to lower your legs as low as you can keep your low back still, so not letting it arch up away from the ground, and not letting your belly bulge up. So you can always put your hand on your belly button if you're unsure, and exhale as you lower. Remember that exhaling helps. And when you feel your belly start to pop up into your hand, you've gone too far. So you can keep your head down while you do this, or if you want to, you can take your hands to the back of your head and curl up and do it like this, thinking about those same things. And you want to see how low you can go without that bulge and without your back lifting away from the ground. Your goal is to be able to get your legs all the way down. Notice that my legs aren't touching the floor because my butt's getting in the way. When my legs are all the way down, my butt is super engaged. So in order for my feet to come to the floor, I would actually have to relax and arch my back. So let's do 2 more. And take a little rest. Now, you're going to find the lowest angle that you could support your legs in. So for me, that's about here. My arms are going to reach over my head, and then I'm going to bend my knees, grab the block, reach the block over my head, and extend my legs. Bring the feet back, place the block, and extend. So that was 2. We're going to do 3 more. 2 more. These kind of suck. So if you're feeling the suckage, so am I. And rest. And now is where we're going to roll over. And if you have a second block, this is where you're going to need it. So I'm going to roll over, and one block is going to go right on my chest. So right in the middle. My other block is going to go at the tops of my thighs, right above my knees. Now, you can adjust where these go slightly to find the position that's most comfortable for you and works for your proportions, but you definitely want them spaced far on your body as opposed to being closer in. So, I'm going to lay face down with the one block kind of right above my knees, the other block right in the middle of my chest. Maybe if you've got some stuff there, it feels a little squishy. And I'm going to reach my arms over my head. And first I'm going to relax here. And what I want you to see is how arched my back gets when it's hanging down towards the ground and when I'm not working. Then I'm going to take a deep breath. And as I exhale, I'm going to press my hands and feet into the ground. And then I'm going to lift up through my belly and squeeze my butt. And now I'm finding a hollow shape. I'm going to hold that and relax. So what I want you to see about that hollow shape is that my back gets really flat and my butt is working really hard. So I'm not just thinking about this tucking with my pelvis. I'm thinking about getting longer through my body, hands and feet pressing down. I am curling, I am tucking, but I'm also engaging my butt and the backs of my legs. And relax. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, press into the hands and feet. Draw up through the belly. Engage the butt. And you can relax all the way and come out of that. And that's it for today. Quick little ab routine that you can do. And I definitely feel fired up, so hopefully you do too. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.